What's going on, everyone? Just doing a quick little video update. It's been about a week since I put a video up on my YouTube channel. It's been a massive last few weeks with events and shows and all that type of jazz on. So I'm going to do a few videos over the next few days. This one is going to be on Mount Gambier, the truck pull. I'm going to do a few on some coaching, and I'm also going to do a few on some health tips. So we just had the Mount Gambier truck pull, which was to raise money for Fennel Forestry. The event is basically teams of 6 come down to Mount Gambier to pull trucks to raise money for variety, for kids, and for the variety bash. 2 cars get sort of money raised for them by this event. So yeah, this has been going on for a fair few years. I think we've been a part of it for 5 years. I've done 4 of them. Steph Davies, Rasmus and Colin Wolf have done the others with me. Last year I missed out because I was doing an event up here, so this was my time back again. So yeah, teams of 6. I think there was about 8 teams this year, so just a huge turnout. I've got to try and convince CrossFit Hilltop and Soul 365 to put some teams in next year, because there was CrossFit Blue Lake, or Blue Lake CrossFit was a part of it, and they did fantastically well. So look, I flew in Saturday morning after working Friday night, so I was pretty knackered there on that morning, but we sort of got to the event. I think I landed in Mount Gambier at 10 a.m. Truck pull started at 10:30. I think I was out on the course at about 11:15. But watching the teams go through is always a lot of fun. So we had, I think, Cav Power had one there, Fennel Forestry had one there. A lot of the other logging companies had something involved, and trucking companies had someone involved. Blue Lake CrossFit, there was a powerlifting gym had a team in. So it was really, really cool. A lot of fun to watch every year. So teams of 6 athletes, 1 B-double truck, 120 metres. So B-double weighs approximately 23 to 24 tonne, 32 wheels on the ground. But what they do here is they actually race the 2 trucks. So you've got a team of 6, 120 metre course. Whistle goes, bang. Time starts, and you've got to pull the truck to the end. Doesn't seem like that much with 6 people, but 120 metres is something like 3 minutes of effort, 2 to 3 minutes of effort if it's a fast time. So it's a lot of time under tension, and it's very, very hard. Myself, Com and Raz did it as a team of 3 a few years back, and it took us like 10 minutes, and it almost killed us all. So probably the standout team this year was Blue Lake CrossFit. They had a team full of ladies this year, and it was just absolutely stunning to watch. They had the issue of having a very light body weight. Like anything in life, mass versus mass, the heavier you are, the easier it's going to roll. They would have been half the weight of the other teams. So for them to actually finish the course was just absolutely unbelievable. I said to the girls before they went out, I gave them some tips on how to pull the truck, etc. And I said, if you get halfway down the course, you're doing really well. They didn't just get halfway, they finished it. It took them about 8 minutes to do it. So if you can imagine 8 minutes of pure hell on earth of just trying to finish a course with a truck tied to you, think about the worst pain ever and times it by 10, because that's exactly what it feels like. So their result was just unbelievable. One of the girls on their team was 16 years old. Like, it was just a awesome thing to see, awesome thing to watch. Just so much fight, so much determination, so much heart in for a good cause. And Leilani, one of the girls in the team, had to do it twice. She pulled a truck for her work and then joined the CrossFit team for theirs, which was pretty crazy. Lucky she's fit and a beast. So they'd gone through, I believe Fennel had won it again, which Wendy Fennel every year says if her team doesn't win, don't bother rocking up to work on Monday. So they have a fair bit fighting for their jobs, but they did fantastically well. So really good to watch them. They've got a very good team. They do very, very well every year, and really cool to watch. And then moved on to myself, and I basically was saying to Wendy, the owner of Fennels, look, if we could just pull 1 B-dub would be great. So we'll just go from there. Wendy was like, well, how about you pull 2? I said, we'll see how 1 goes first, and then we'll lead into it from there. So I pulled the first one pretty comfortably, about 15 metres or so, 12, 15 metres. was good. So I said, look, we'll go for 2. So what we did is we lined up the 2B double trucks next to each other. So you've got 2B doubles, 32 wheels each, 64 wheels all up, around 24 tonne, smidge under 50 tonne, 2 trucks together. 2 ropes off each truck connected to my harness, cambered road. So I'm trying to pull the truck straight, which are trying to pull in towards me, so up a hill and straight. So you can start to see how this is becoming more and more difficult. I've been training quite hard of late in the gym, so that's been really good. So my strength is okay, but actually pulling trucks and all that type of stuff haven't done for a few months. So I was feeling a little bit, I wouldn't say nervous, but underdone, which is fine, but relatively strong, which was good. Moved on to the double. Basically pulled as hard as I possibly could. And the wheels, from what I've been told, one truck moved, another one moved, another one moved. So I believe I got maybe a full turn of both wheels, or a full turn of all wheels, which is really, really good considering how heavy it was and considering my lack of training for that. So very, very happy. But I guess the main reason I want to do this video is to also bring up about the health thing with strength athletes and stuff like that. And that's going to be my next video, is going to be basically a rundown on the health requirements. For me, being a lifetime drug-free strongman, I take my health and well-being very seriously. After this truck pull, I blew some big blood vessels out in my head and a real big one in my eye and some small ones in my other eye, and I was really flat for probably about a week or so after. I had a ripper of a headache after. So it obviously took its toll on me a fair bit, but I'll get into it more in another video, just in regards to my health outside of the sport and inside of the sport, what I do, and then just, you know, for up and coming strength athletes that want to do super events or record breaking events, just to be really seriously thinking about their health and well-being, because you only have one life and you can only sort of live one life, and, you know, most importantly, you've got to be around to help people, but you need to be in as good a shape as you can to do that. So yeah, I'm going to do that in another video, but I guess the biggest thing out of this whole weekend going down to Mount Gambier was the money raised was $33,000. So $33,000 goes to Variety, which will go out to help kids around Australia, which is just absolutely fantastic. And all I can do is congratulate Mark and his team, Fennel Forestry, and everyone that comes together and does this show, because without them, that $33,000 wouldn't be raised and wouldn't be going to people that need it. So that's basically a bit of a rundown from that one. Like I said, the truck pulls were a lot of fun. I was wiped, really, really badly wiped after the double truck pull. Again, probably pretty stupid that I did do it with no training for that specialty. Could have been a lot worse, but again, I'm going to do another video on that, and I'll do that fairly soon so I can get into a bit more in depth into what I do recovery wise, but also a lot of time spent at doctors and stuff like that. So yeah, great weekend. Lots of good results in the sense of watching the girls do the truck pull was just an absolute gem thing to watch. All the other teams did fantastically well. $33,000 raised, which is just so good. And yeah, just really, really cool weekend, and looking forward to 2020. But yeah, look, I'll leave it there. Keep your eyes peeled for the next video that I put up in regards to health and well-being of strongmen, non-drug-free, drug-free, doesn't really matter. Just in health in general for the athletes that do strength sports, not just strongman, weightlifting, powerlifting, and looking to keeping yourself fit and strong for a long period of time. All right, guys. Well, whenever you watch this video, have a great day, great night, great everything. Stay strong, stay well, stay healthy. I'll see you all soon. Cheers.